Hey, Maddie. Hey, Nina. Welcome, welcome. I know! I can't believe it, guys. That's been my attitude all day. Yes! Hi. Oh my god. This feels so real. I am so happy to be here and hold space in this way. Got my wine ready. Yes. Yes. Do it up. Hey, Kristen. Welcome. Oh. Y'all, I'm pumped. I'm really excited. This is going to be so good. I feel it. I feel it. We got Gomez here, you know, honorary mascot, main mascot. Squid is pickier. I'm happy I'm holding this too. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. Are you freaking ready? Y'all, I'm so excited. I'm so grateful to be able to be here to hold space like this, to be able to do this work, to do the work that I do. And I'm just setting the intention now that this is really gentle, loving spirit advice from our angels, from our ancestors. I know this week has been fiery. It's been hot. It's been a lot of stuff unloading and a lot of skins shed, you know. But this is gonna be so good. We're just gonna tap in. Gomez is settled. We're ready. All right, and with that, I guess we'll get started, and then whoever else joins, you know, they can join. Okay. So if you're ready and able to place both feet on the ground, but if you're not feeling it, that's cool too. If you want to lay down, that's also cool. I'm going to start with an opening prayer to just set the space, protect everyone who is here in the circle and who may come and go in and out of the circle. We'll take a deep breath in and let it go. Oh man, all right, so we grow our roots from our root chakra deep into the earth, Mother Earth, Gaia. We thank her for her loving, nurturing support, wisdom, and for allowing us to call her home. With each inhale, our roots stretch deeper into the earth, and then with each inhale, they fortify, they get thicker and stronger. We are one with the trees. We may sway, but we never budge. I call upon the archangels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Sandalphon, Raziel, and Zedkiel. Enter the space. We call in Mother, Father, God, Goddess, the golden healers, the sacred circle, the blue-white flame of truth, the green heart flame, the gold crown flame, the pink, the red, and the ruby flame, all coming fully present here today. We set this beautiful sacred container in a beautiful white holographic bubble that protects us, that keeps those in this circle, whoever may join, whoever may leave, safe and protected. We release fear, anxiety, self-betrayal, self-limiting beliefs, lack mentality, self-imposed limitations, any triggers we put down at this time, and in its place, loving wisdom, support, divine hope, guidance, advice, and comfort to fill the space. And we connect to earth for grounding, for nurturing. We connect to fire for transformation, transmutation, and for purification. We connect to air for swiftness, for clarity, for breath of fresh air, for returning to our breath, and to water for intuition, for flow, and for cleansing. Ashe, we ask Spirit permission to read and to do the work. Permission is granted. Thank you for allowing me to be a divine channel and holding this space. All right, guys, let's get started. Gosh, I just saw so much gold. Gold being like very mothering, nurturing energy. You've been through it. You've been through it. I feel the pressure on my shoulders of just like, like, is it me or does today feel like a Friday? Like, I feel like I've already been through a whole week already and it's only Wednesday. Yeah, so I just cut the deck. We have the Six of Cups, bloop, and the Queen of Pentacles. So this is a real call for nurturing ourselves, and I'm getting a real hit on like inner child healing. We've been shown a lot of yeah, he's such a good boy. We've been shown a lot of ways that we can grow, and Spirit shows us ways that we can grow via our triggers. Spirit will kind of sit upon our triggers to just bring them to our awareness. Our triggers are in our ego mind, and our ego mind signals when we maybe don't feel safe. Yeah, dude. Six of Swords, Three of Swords. Oh, that healing. Can you feel it? Healing and growth is like not always comfortable, man. Growing pains are a thing, physically and emotionally and spiritually. Like, it transfers. And so, I just feel like we've been really going through it, and Spirit's like, you're doing really, really well. You're doing really, really well. Our ego is bringing to mind some of our triggers, and when it does this, we have to remember to keep in balance with our intuition. We have to be open to challenging our triggers and to asking and questioning ourselves where those came from, if our responses are more reactions than responses. You know what I mean? I'm also going to do this, actually. Spirit just reminded me. So this is my first time, obviously. I'm really excited to be here for you guys, but I'm just going to put my Cashapp here, and I'm going to pin it, I think. Yeah, there we go. So whoever wants to jump online for card pulls after the collective reading, feel free to. It's $10 for 5 minutes. So anyway, our triggers, let's get back to that. Spirit has me bouncing around, which I feel like has been the energy of this week. It's kind of like we can't catch our breath. Like we can't, like we feel like so much is hitting us from so many different directions. Like there's just change. It feels very Tower card. It feels very like structural. Yeah, Four of Cups. But the Four of Cups shows us that this is really a gift. It's showing us how we might not be living to our fullest potential. It's like we're selling ourselves short. We're playing it small. And like Spirit's like, you know you deserve better. You know you can do better. And I'm here for you. I want to support you for doing that. But it's like sometimes you got to do the work. You got to move on. And you got to just trust that where you're going is going to be better and brighter than where you're currently at. This might be relocation. I feel like maybe dragging feet with relocation. I'm thinking maybe like a change in job. Me. Change in job, a bit of a change in just our like routines. Like we're realizing that we need to up our self-care because we're just not feeling grounded. And it's a call to really like evaluate ourselves. Yeah, Six of Pentacles just popped up in the reverse, which shows me that really there's an opportunity to pour into our own cups right now. Usually we're used to showing up in service for other people all the time, and that can be exhausting, especially if we're in that energy of not being able to catch our breath, not being able to ground ourselves. And with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, with the Six of Swords, that 6-6 energy, that's asking for deepening our gratitude for what we have, instead of like victimizing ourselves, which I say that quietly because I feel guys, these readings are for me too. I'm not gonna lie. Like sometimes Spirit comes for me. Sometimes we victimize ourselves. Sometimes we make ourselves a victim of our environments, of our situations where we find ourselves. And it's really a matter of like, are you really the victim here? Like, are you letting yourself? Are you letting other people run your life, run your show, like show you what's acceptable for you to do or not if other people, yeah. Gomez makes a lot of noise. He's kind of my traveling white noise machine. Yeah, I feel like we're just, you know, it's kind of like that victimhood of like letting go of the martyr mentality. Like, we don't need to sacrifice ourselves for other people's happiness. We don't need to sacrifice our own state of peace to make other people comfortable, which is hard, especially if you're in this place of, like you identify yourself as the caretaker, like you would identify yourself as the nurturer, but like is, you know, who heals the healer? Who takes care of you? It can't all be you give. If this is an unbalanced of you giving to others and not to yourself, it's really going to tear you apart. It's really, and you're feeling it. You're feeling the end of your rope. Like, you're feeling that tension. You're seeing that things need to change. And this whole Four of Cups vibe, the Four of Cups is like, oh man, I like, you know, all these things are happening to me. Woe is me. It's like, Spirit's like, hey, this trigger is an opportunity. This trigger is an opportunity to grow. You might find yourself losing your patience. You might find yourself a little bit sharp-tongued, a little hot-headed. Y'all, I'm gonna make this up. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is like, so in the traditional Rider-Waite, the Five of Pentacles is these two people stuck outside of a church. One person's like looking down in the snow, they're trudging through snow, and the other person's looking at the beautiful stained glass. And Spirit's just reminding you that this is just a welcome shift of perspective. This is a welcome shift of perspective. This is going to bring you some lightness, some laughter, and some joy, because you deserve that too. Why should that go to everybody else but you? And we don't need to be like, why does it go to everyone else but me? That's the victim mentality. That's my victim mentality that I'm currently working through, and I'm sure you guys are feeling it too. And with this number run we have here, we have 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, you are right in the thick of it, man. And it's going to take some time. It's going to take some dedication. It's going to take some reconditioning in order to pull yourself through this. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is reminding us to be a little bit more loving with ourselves, to be a little bit more tender in these times. Not to be so much on the self-judgment, but like when these feelings come up, just notice them and be like, okay, how can I grow? How can I heal from this? Not like, oh my God, there I go again with this, you know, victim mentality. There I go again with this, like, woe is me. Oh, there I go again. Fuck it, I did it again. Da-da-da-da-da-da. It's like, stop. Be open to a new way of thinking. Be opening to retraining your brain. Allow yourself the space and the grace to really like move through this. It's not. Listen, it's not. Life doesn't have to be hard. We just make it hard. An exercise that I've been doing recently is like, am I in my headspace or my heart space? And like, the mind does what the mind does. The mind is programmed to think. Its purpose is to connect with our ego, which is in our survivalist. And in our ego and in our mind, if we let our mind go, it'll fucking go for forever. Because that's what the mind does. That's the point. You have a great mind. Congratulations. But let's work on the balance. Let's work on the intuition. Let's work on like, okay, I feel unsafe. I feel unstable. Can I really trust this move? Can I really like trust that if I leap, a net will catch me? And it's like, dude, stop overthinking it. Shit, or get off the pot. Enough. You're selling yourself short. You're keeping yourself stuck here. It's like, do you want to move or do you want to, stay here, stay miserable, stay asleep at the wheel? Seven of Pentacles. This is deep rooted. This is, I feel like a lot of us have been trained from, the Devil card. With the Devil card and the Seven of Pentacles coming out here, this is like really deep rooted. I feel like this is people pleasing and codependency. Like, you need other people's approval to make moves in your own life. And it's like, honey, that's not true. Who told you that? That doesn't have to be the case. That doesn't have to be your truth. That's just one perspective that was given to you. It's like, oh, well, you can't do this because X, Y, Z. It's like, oh, you can't, like, personal example. It's like, oh, but you're a math head. I'm like, yeah, I can do math and I can talk to spirit. Like, what up? There's a balance. Like, we don't have to go and, like, do things based off of other people's approval. All right, we got a whole lot that just came out. Okay, so we got Page of Pentacles, baby. Queen of Wands. Four of Swords. The Tower card reverse. Seven of Cups. Page of Wands and the Star card. You shine so brightly. I don't think you realize that when you sell yourself short, you're also like selling those around you short. You're selling other people short of your own life, of your own fire. I just watched Encanto last night. It's like, stars don't shine, they burn. And baby, you burn so bright. I see how bright you burn. And this is like, it's time. It's time to love yourself enough to have the confidence to step out on your own. Like, Queen of Wands is like epitome of like independent, strong, like, I freaking got this. And with the Tower card in reverse, I feel like there's like, these are the inner changes that make us feel unstable. It feels like the foundation is crumbling, and that's fine because it's deep rooted, right? But you got to have a sturdy foundation. And the truth is, you're just seeing how shaky your foundation was to begin with. Do you see? Do you understand? And so we need to be open to like regrounding ourselves in a new way, refortifying ourselves in a new way, to see that like we can trust ourselves. And with this whole like mental energy of like jumping, like, oh my God, am I doing the right thing? Oh, should I listen to this person? Oh, should I listen to this person? It's like, what do you want though? But what do you want? Are you even asking yourself what you want? Or are you too afraid to want something? Whoa. Are you afraid of your own success? Maybe you're not even afraid of failure. Maybe you're afraid of success. Maybe you're afraid of showing up in like a totally new organic way that feels authentic to you, but is going to throw everyone else outside of you for a loop, baby. Stop it. Stop with these what ifs. The what ifs take you from the present moment. They take you from a grounded space. They take away from your energy. They take away from your potential because it's, oh, sorry. Okay, so this is how it works. This is the general collective reading right now. If you want an individual card pull, I can tap into your energy. I have pinned my Cashapp right there, the Healing Hearth LLC. Pay me $10 and you get a 5-minute reading. And I will post this later. If you, and also if I don't get to you, I don't think there will be a long line, but in the case that I don't get to you, I can do an individual reading for you. I'll do it via voice note, okay? So have at it, babe. Yeah, I just feel like, yeah, Four of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. We're stubborn, but we're exhausted. Six of Wands in the reverse. It's giving like PTSD vibes. It's like we've been conditioned by other people and then fortified by ourselves that this is the only way to operate, but it's not true. It's not true. Two of Cups. Your higher self, your soul wants to unite with you so badly. Like, it wants you to live in your most authentic truth that you possibly can. And yeah, King of Swords, it's like sometimes you just gotta cut the cord. Like, cut the cord to that like self-denial, cut the cord to that self-betrayal. You don't have to stress. You don't need to worry. Like, it's all the Chariot card. Oh my God. Bitch, come on. We got the Chariot card and we got the Wheel of Fortune. Like, this is fated. This awakening is fated. This is who you are meant to be. You are waking up. You are starting to rustle. You are starting to like spread your wings and fly. And then you're like, oh my God, if I, and I'm laughing because this is literally nest. Like, if I fall from this nest, how do I know that I'll fly? And it's like, how will you know that you can fly if you never leave the nest? This is your gift. This is your gift, Page of Pentacles. And you have to hold yourself accountable. You have to remain clear-minded. You have to set boundaries with yourself. It's like, no, I'm not going to go through that self-destructive conversation with myself any longer. I won't. I refuse. But it's like, you're also saying, it's like, because it's letting an old part of yourself die. Right? Not to be morbid, but I mean, it is. You're letting a part of yourself, like an old past, an old pattern, an old relationship, an old job, an old home, die. And that can be scary. That can feel shaky. That can feel like the frickin' Tower card that's here somewhere. Like the Tower card in the reverse. Yeah, here we go. We got the Tower card in the reverse. But can I remind you that we have the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Star card. Look how many. Look at how much of this fated change is so divinely supported. Like, look at it. Will you ever trust yourself? Take that leap, baby. It's time. It's time to stand in your power. It's time to just, take the bull by the horns. I was hesitant to say that because I am a Taurus sun myself. And yeah. For those of you who just joined, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Healing Hearth. Anyone who wants an individual reading, I have my Cashapp pinned below. For $10, I'll do a 5-minute reading with you, and I'm so happy and excited to hold space for you in this way. Yeah. All right, let's see. I feel tired. I feel a headache, so I'm gonna move on. 7 of Wands. What's your grounding ritual? How are you keeping your peace? How are you? Fool card. Guys, there's nothing to be afraid about. You're so welcome. You're so welcome, Kristen. There's nothing to be afraid about. Like, literally, it's the Fool card and then the 4 of Wands. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is good change. Like, it's giving, like, Shiva vibes, like the great destroyer. Shiva gets, like, a bad rep, right? But you need to, like, let the old go in order to allow in the new, Like, how can you operate in a new way if you don't change your habits, if you don't change your patterns? It's like, I want to see before I leap, but, like, literally the Fool, her eyes are closed, baby. And she's holding on to an amethyst. Amethyst being the crystal of intuition, just listening to her intuition and trusting that when she leaps, there will be a net to catch her. 8 of Pentacles. I'm not saying this is an easy transition. I'm just saying if you want the future that you want, you have to put in the intention. You have to make the space in order to do that. And you are strong enough. Strength card. You are strong enough to do this. You have the power. If you have the inspiration, you have the power. If you have that little fire inside your heart, it's time, baby. Do it. Do the leap. Death, rebirth. Rebirth, baby. Congratulations. Enough. And there's so much abundance. 9 of Pentacles. There's so much abundance coming your way with this change. There's no need for hesitance. 9 of Wands. Hold yourself accountable for what you want. Hold yourself accountable to your goals. Don't chicken out when it gets a little tough. There's something about adversity and challenge. It's like there's nothing ventured, nothing gained. Like, the more adversity and, like, the more tension, the more you allow yourself the space to grow, the larger you can get. It's kind of giving me, like, you know what I'm seeing right now? I'm seeing a goldfish. And you know how goldfish, if you keep it in a certain size tank, it's going to stay that size. But if you move it to a slightly bigger tank, the goldfish grows. It grows to the size of the tank. And as the tank grows, the goldfish gets bigger and bigger and bigger. You're not going to get bigger. You're not going to evolve if you don't move your tank. You know? So that's it. That's the collective message I'm getting for you guys. That's the collective for the midweek check-in. I know it's been a tough week. I know that it's been a struggle. And I know that it's been really eye-opening to things you need to work on within yourself. But Ace of Cups. But Ace of Cups, man. This is a new beginning. This is a new awareness. Celebrate that. That's my collective reading, babes. So if anyone's interested in an individual reading, hit up my Cashapp. If you have any questions for me, I'm happy to field questions about myself, about the Healing Hearth, about Gomez, That is his snoring. He's on my lap right now. Literally was attached to me. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Thanks for coming. I appreciate your support. Ugh. Everyone feeling okay? How are you feeling? Was that a lot? Does it resonate? You're so welcome. I'm so happy to do this. I love doing this stuff. This is my dream job. I'll make my dreams come true. Thank you. He's adorable. He was like trying to get like in my lap here, but then I'm like, no one's gonna see me. You're beautiful, but like, come on. Wrote in my planner earlier today, don't light yourself on fire to keep others warm. Bitch, yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Listen, I'm here for you guys. If ever you just need someone to talk to, I'm here. I'm here. I love that. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, and I was watching Encanto last night. It was really funny because it's like, I rewatched it to just see. I had like a theory about like if the house only moved for Maribel. It didn't. It moved for everybody, but I just thought it did. And so I was like carefully rewatching it. And then just like last song really got to me. It's like, we see how bright you burn. I'm not a singer, but I loved it. This is not a concert. This is a reading. Thank God. Y'all would not get your money back. Yeah, seriously. Star card just popped out again. Baby! This is really a vulnerable time. Like, don't blame yourself if you feel vulnerable, if you feel really raw right now. It's like you are letting your light shine unapologetically. And if you're not used to doing that, yeah, it's going to take a little getting used to. But doesn't mean it's not worth it. Don't mean it's not worth it. Why shouldn't you enjoy your life? Why shouldn't you have joy? Why shouldn't you pursue what makes your heart sing? 10 of Wands, you done. With that, I'm ending it, babe. All right, I don't think there are going to be any individual card pulls this time, but that's okay. Next time. I'm going to do this more often, guys. I really am. And, yeah, 10 of Wands. Don't feel like you have to carry everyone's burdens. Don't feel like you have to rescue anyone. Right now, you need to focus on yourself. You know, take some introspective time. Take that softness. And I think that fire energy is still fucking roaring, man. Like, I don't know about you, but like, that fire transformed my entire perspective. Totally. And in a good way. I really needed it. Have some new life. Be that phoenix from the fire. I love you. Thank you for showing up. And I hope we talk real soon. Okay?